Hi and welcome Capricorn. My name is Elizabeth Bratcher. I'm a psychic medium and I'm here to do a weekly reading for you for the 19th until the 25th of July. I want to say thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video today. I do genuinely appreciate it. Also appreciate if you can leave a comment or a thumbs up at the end. I do reply to all the comments. And also you'll find me doing the daily reads at a live feed here on Friday. And guys, just a heads up, if you enter the code July in my booking system for any reading anywhere in the world via phone, video or face to face, you'll also receive a 20% discount. Okay, so I have changed a little bit the way I've done the weekly reads, but still using my beautiful Eliasical deck. I know I hold it up and you can't see it, but Force of Habit, and also my beautiful Sun and Moon Tarot that's there. So guys, what I'm going to do is a full spread for you out of my deck, okay? And what this is going to do is focus on what it is you need to know the most this week, okay? Not only will it pull on Pacifics and things like that, but because I'm very much an energy worker, it'll also focus a lot on what it is that you need to know most to get to where it is that you want to go, okay? Hits on those kind of home truths and things like that, all right? So I'm going to pull 3 cards randomly from the deck and then I'm going to pull the spread, all right? So let's have a look and see, Capricorn, what is ahead for the week for you, 19th to the 25th of July. Funny, yes, no doubt. All right. Oh, turn over. Beautiful. All right. So I can already see there's a little bit of thought processes going on for you guys this week. Okay, so guys, what I want to say to you when I sit with your energy this week, straight away you've got the taking a moment card and you've got the worry and doubt, and then you've got that question that comes in of where are you, okay? Now, when we talk about taking a moment, it's just talking about resting. It's talking about, you know, it's good to push yourself and to drive yourself forward. Like I'm all for that and I do it myself all the time. But I also understand the balance between rest and play and all of those kind of little bits and pieces as well, okay? And I feel like, you know, it's my mind, a cluttered mind that's there, it needs rest and it needs some quietness. So just think about that this week when you find that your brain's going 100 miles an hour. Okay, take a few moments out just to rest. Now, the worry and doubt card comes out, okay, and I want to say take it one step at a time. And I feel like this worry and doubt is, you know, a little bit of kind of universal energy that's there, but I also feel like you've got, as I said, just a lot going on at once. My mind all of a sudden feels quite full as I'm doing this reading for you. All right, and what I always say is just break it down into pieces. You know, if you've got this to do, that to do, and that to do, don't try to look at all 3 things and go, okay, I've got to get this done. And, you know, try to tackle all 3. Break it down, okay, I'm going to do 1, I'm going to do 2, and then I'm going to do 3. And disregard 2 and 3 until 1 is done. Okay, break things down. You're going to get through them a lot quicker, all right? Now, you've got the Where Are You card, and that's a massive card to pull, okay? It's almost like, you know, if this deck had to have a major arcana, that's number 1. All right, and that's because it asks you, like, where are you? If today was your last day on earth, okay, are you satisfied with the effort and the love and the energy that you have put into your life? And if you are not, what are you prepared to do about it? And, you know, it's interesting. I sat down and I actually answered that card myself. And I'll be honest with you, I am a Capricorn, so I read, it's just, that's why I laughed when I pulled it out. I was like, oh yeah, because I sat and I journaled that myself last night, and I did, and I wrote down everything that was kind of like would be, if today was my last day, you know, what am I unhappy about? And then I wrote a counter list for everything that I could actually do about those things, and I am. So, you know, there's a little bit of a food for thought thing that's there. So you've got the Stand Strong card that's there as well, which is always in the energy of, you know, you've got this, you know, you have got this, all right? Don't let yourself get all kind of splayed out. You're in line and keep that way. So energies are shifting for the better, okay, around you, and I feel like this is coming from your own sense of self and also, you know, putting those things in order around you, okay? I feel like things have been a little bit out of sorts around you guys for the last kind of few weeks, and it's just coming back in. I don't necessarily want to rip everything apart, but it's almost like you know that there's a few things that you want to be doing that you've been putting off, okay? This is the week that those things are going to come back in for you. All right, now you've got the external conflict card that's there. It talks about conflict caused by outside forces and people. Now, honestly, I actually get quite a universal feel around that card, and I want to say, you know, as unpsychic as it is, that I feel like just the way that the world is this week is having an impact, okay, on you, and it may well be in a logistical sense, an emotional sense, or anything else like that, but that's what I'm sensing and feeling. Also want to say when I'm sitting with this card that's there, interesting. You learn something new about your cards even when they're your own cards all the time. So the external conflict there as well. As I'm sitting, it's coming into my mind that you need to be mindful and wary around, okay? There's not everybody has your back, okay? And I feel like you're pretty much aware of this, but just be extra aware of that, okay? So people that you understand that you need to watch your back around this week, continue to watch your back around, okay? Don't let your tongue slip too much, all right? Not everyone's got your back. It looks like they want to. Now, guys, I feel like as well, you've got the sunset card there, and that card always signifies the end of an era. And I do feel like what we're talking about is that shift that I said is going to come in for you guys this week, where you're clicking a little bit more into yourself and starting to move forward, okay? So allow that energy to come in. And, you know, for some of you, it's going to be about, and as I always forget to say, don't forget I'm reading for heaps of people. So if it doesn't resonate, don't take what doesn't fit, all right? Which I'm supposed to say at the beginning. But anyway, the sunset card that sits there. For me, this card always reminds me of that day, you know, you've been at the fair all day, you've had fun on the rides, and you know, it's been a really fun and exhilarating day, but come the end of it, your feet are sore, you're dehydrated, you're probably a little bit sunburnt, and you're tired, and you're just ready to go home. And as you sit there ready to go home, you're thinking, wow, that was a really fun day. But, you know, I've kind of had enough now, and I'm looking forward to resting and waking up to a new day tomorrow. And that's what that's about. It's not looking back and going, everything was crap. You know, and sometimes that's what makes it things harder to let go of, is that they are filled with good as well, but you've got to let things cycle. You've got to let things cycle, okay? If you hold on to things that no longer serve you, including behaviors and everything else like that of self, you're going to stay stagnant, and that's not what you want. When you release that and allow that sunset to come in, you pull the prosperity card, okay, which talks about financial growth, security, and abundance, okay? And for some of you, I feel like this is definitely pertaining to a business side of things. I feel like there's a sense of personal control over it, okay? And I feel like things are starting to fall into place. You're starting to move a little bit more for the future, but I feel like this is also bringing in extra work, okay? Just make sure that you schedule yourself properly, okay? Again, taking on too much right at the beginning, that's there. And now, you know, as we continue on, I feel like you're taking on even more. And it's not necessarily a negative, it's a positive energy, but schedule yourself better, okay? Sit down and have a look where your time's going. I feel like you don't realise how much time sometimes you invest into certain things and areas around in yourself when we're talking about business and stuff. So take that into account, okay? Because I feel like there's some time that can come back to you. For those of you that are in work, I feel like you're putting in place a solidness. I feel security around you. For those of you that are working towards promotions and things like that, I feel like the blocks are being put into place for that, okay? So I don't feel like it's coming in this week, but I feel like things are being put into place around it, okay? For those of you that are waiting for work to come in, same goes there. I'm feeling like those blocks are starting to come in, all right? And there's actually quite a nice energy with that. When I sit with it, I hear, you know, not this week, but next, okay? So for those of you that are sitting in that situation, I'm feeling like it's quite a good energy that things are going to come in work-wise for you, okay? Relationships-wise, they're kind of just sitting under the covers at the moment. For some of you, all of this energy is specifically around relationships, so obviously it's going to resonate to you for that. But I feel like otherwise relationships are sitting fairly stagnant this week. And I want to say stagnant as in just still. Stagnant's probably not the right word, actually. It's just still, okay? Nothing doing, nothing, you know, it's all good. My attention can be focused elsewhere this week. Grounding, as I said, keep yourself grounded, as we spoke about in the first. Now, you've got the internal conflict, okay? You're a Capricorn, you're always going to have internal conflict, but being caught in your own thoughts. And as I said, schedule yourself out. Journal, okay? Journal is such a helpful way to release internal conflict, all right? Now, you're at the crossroads. You've got decisions, choices, and direction. And as I said, I feel like this is for you coming back into yourselves a lot this week, okay? Clicking things back into that steppy snap attitude that you have, okay? Making a decision to let some things go and bringing in some changes that are there. So yeah, okay, so this is why you've got things you need to know most this week is the healing card, okay? About being patient, but allowing healing to come in. And one of the things that I always talk about with this healing that I discovered, you know, after I sat with the energy of making this card, was that healing is such a difficult thing because everyone wants to feel better, but healing then brings in forgiveness, and it brings in, you know, confrontation. And what happens is, like, for example, when we're healing from a situation, say someone's done something to us, you know, and it was really, really significant, and that's something, you know, it can lead to a definition of self, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a survivor, or I'm this, or I'm that, you know? And so when we heal, it's like almost like we have to then let go. And so when we let go, we also have to forgive. And then all of a sudden, you know, we can find ourselves sitting back and going, well, hang on, no, what happened wasn't okay. So I can't sit here and say it's okay, because then I just act like I don't care, and I do care. And that's not what healing is about. Absolutely not what healing is about. Healing is about being able to say, you know what, I understand that these things have happened in my life, but I've come through them now. You know, there's something that is behind me and doesn't define me anymore. No, what happened wasn't okay, but I've grown from it and I've learnt from it. And that's okay. It's okay to heal in that way. All right, so just have a little bit of a think about healing in that regard. So guys, you've got the intuition card that's there, trusting your psychic senses, okay? Coming back home is what I hear around that card as well. So just make sure that you're looking after yourself in your regards of hydration and food and all those kind of little bits and pieces, which you're asking me probably what's that got to do with intuition. Trust me, a lot, everything, okay? If your body and your mind, your machine doesn't work, well then don't expect your intuition to flow naturally either. Okay, so trusting your psychic senses. When this card comes out, there are situations and things around you that you need to be more aware of and that the universe is trying to show you. Okay, and as I said, I do feel a little bit of deceptive energy at play around you this week. Nothing that we need to be concerned of, as I said, but just remember, if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a fucking duck, and trust that, okay? Don't try to make it look like a swan. But also your own intuition about your own energy and forward, okay? I feel like your guides and, you know, things like that are trying to tell you something around your own physical self as well in your self-care, so listen, okay? You've got the patience card that's there. Talk about patience because there's things that you're taking on that are going to take time, all right? So make sure you have patience with yourself and patience with others, patience with everything. Patience, patience. I want to say that 20 times. So, okay, so your last card was a dead end card, okay? And I don't pull on a negative card. But you're realizing that there's something around you hasn't been working and you're putting in the things to change it, okay? And that's much like we've been talking about. But you get caught. You get caught in this stubbornness and in this self-denial and in this refusal. And you tend to kind of go around in circles like that, you know? And it's enough because I feel like you're frustrated with this energy and I feel like it's time, you know. And so what do? I've got the self-care card, okay? Truth on that and awareness around that, all right? Truth on and awareness. And, you know, for some of you, that's going to mean different things. For some of you, it's just about, you know, eating habits and lifestyle habits. For others, it's around sitting where you work. Others, it's sitting around relationships. But I feel like I can be just quite universal in that energy that it's significant and it's time to go. All right, so guys, that's what I have for you out of my spread. Let me pull some tarot cards for you as well. Okay, so with these, they're going to just show me the energy of the week and anything else that I feel I need to tell you guys. Capricorn, thank you again for joining me today. I do appreciate it. Do appreciate you subscribing to the videos. Every Friday I am on YouTube and Facebook doing free live readings via the live feed. I'd love for you to join me for those as well. 4. All right. Your energy for the week. 9 of Swords. Letting go of emotions. See what I mean? Where'd my self-denial card go? That's... Oh, I've got them up that way. Oh, look, you don't need to see it again. But it's yeah. It's like, see? All right, guys. What I want to say is your energy for the week is that, okay? The 9 of Swords. So it's about understanding, connecting and coming back to yourself. As I said, that's why your intuition is so important. That's why your rest and your self-care are so important, okay? Tears and frustration that's there around you as well. And that's the thing around it. I feel like this energy has been there for several weeks, and for it to click it back into yourself, you know, it is frustration because it takes that time, it takes the effort, and it takes some hard work as well, all right, guys? So just be mindful of the energy this week. Look after yourself. Yeah, okay, so you've got the High Priestess, and as I said, I am feeling a little bit of deception around you this week, all right? Not everybody has your back, so trust in that, okay? Good or bad secrets being revealed. I want to say that landing a little bit more on the bad this side. But you know what? I don't want to say bad. I just want to say negative. All right? They're like, whatever, pattern, piss off. Okay, that's as simple as I can keep the energy that's there. They're of no harm, no foul, no consequence to you. You just need to be aware. The Fool, okay, so needing to take a nice leap forward, okay, and that's what I'm saying, is stepping into that next stage that's there, all right? So trust in that, and just remember, you can't always have all the answers. You've gathered enough information around you, it's time to move forward, all right? Your hard work will pay off. You've got the 8 of Pentacles that's there. Your hard work will pay off, okay? And that's what I'm saying to you as well. For some of you, I'm feeling that work coming in and promotions and things like that, as well as what I spoke about in business. So there's some nice validation around that, okay? Then you've got the 9 of Wands, still sitting a little bit undecided and, you know, needing to take a bit of a step back, feeling a little bit battered and bruised. But as I said, that's why your self-care, your intuition, your taking a moment card all come out into the previous spread. You need to be looking after yourself this week, okay? So guys, yes, all right. I always say I always like to listen twice, and I was about to say repeat everything. I'm like, no, just go back and listen again if you need to. I'm already 14 minutes in. I don't need to keep you any longer. So guys, that is what I have for you this week, okay? And I thank you very much for joining me. As I said, please leave a comment. I do always reply. Other than that, please join me for the daily reads. Otherwise, I hope to see you on the live read Friday night. Don't forget that July discount code for 20% and do readings wherever you are all over the world. All right, guys, take care and much love, and I can't wait to see you until next time.